There was a strange sound in the Suns' locker room late Wednesday night. Laughter. Tyson Chandler was being ribbed about his choice of deodorant. Josh Jackson jokingly ripped Devin Booker for having Nike shower sliders. The mood was buoyant, and as Booker sat in front of his locker, he smiled and said, "I can't wait for the All-Star break to be over with so we can get back out there." That might seem a strange sentiment, given the Suns have lost 7 straight games and 12 of 13 after falling to the Utah Jazz, 107-97, at Vivint Smart Home Arena. But after becoming the NBA's punchline following a 5-day span in which they lost to the San Antonio Spurs by 48 points and the Golden State Warriors by 46 points, Phoenix looked like an honest-to-goodness professional basketball team. They held the Jazz to 29.4% shooting from three-point range, had 22 assists to just 8 turnovers and, most importantly, didn't cower when Utah, the hottest team in the league with 11 straight wins, went on a run. "That was way better," point guard Elfrid Payton said. "Our competitiveness was at a high level throughout the game. They made a run and we were able to come back and stop the bleeding. That was something I hadn't seen the first 2 games I was here. We battled through adversity. We can definitely build from this." Suns insider Scott Bordow discusses the Suns' tight loss to the Jazz in Utah on Wednesday. Had the Suns made a couple of plays down the stretch, they might have actually stolen a victory. Booker missed an open three-point shot with Phoenix trailing by 4 and just under 4 minutes remaining. Alex Len couldn't get a layup to go down less than a minute later. Jackson, wide open and soaring to the basket with 2:41 left, had a perfect Payton pass slip out of his hands. Instead of a 3-point game, a Jay Crowder layup gave Utah a 7-point lead. "We were right there," Booker said. "We came out here on the road and fought. That's one thing the whole day we were preaching. Just go out there and fight. Especially after a loss like we had in Golden State. That's all we needed to show some pride in ourselves." The pessimist will say a loss is a loss is a loss, and that the Jazz, for good reason, didn't take the Suns seriously. But there are 2 reasons for Phoenix fans to be somewhat encouraged going forward. The first, obviously, is Booker. After missing 4 games with a hip pointer, he scored a game-high 28 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Booker admitted to some rust and said his conditioning wasn't where it needed to be, but he played with an alpha male mentality that Phoenix desperately needed. After making his 4th three-pointer in the second half to cut Utah's lead to 59-58, he put a finger to his lips, shushing the crowd. Is there another Suns player who does that? He obviously makes a huge difference and takes a little bit of the pressure off everyone else, interim coach Jay Triano said. The second reason? Booker's new backcourt mate. In his just 3rd game with the Suns, Payton had Phoenix's first triple-double of the season, finishing with 13 points, 12 assists and 11 rebounds. Amazing what quality point guard play can do for a basketball team. "I thought he was really good," Triano said. "And he'll have better stats once we get used to playing with him a little bit." Payton has revealed bits of his talent with each passing game. Wednesday, it was his ability to run the floor and get the Suns easy buckets. Phoenix's 15 fast break points may not seem like much, but in the 5 games prior to Payton's arrival the Suns never hit the 15-point mark. "I really think running the floor is going to be a key thing for us," Triano said. "I don't think we're used to running the floor and being ahead of the play. When we do that, Elfrid is a player who will give you the ball and reward you. He's going to do so much for us," added Jackson, who played one of his best games with 22 points, on 10 of 15 shooting, 7 rebounds and 2 assists. "That's where we're at our best, running the floor." The Suns have 8 days off before facing the Los Angeles Clippers on February 23. That's a long time to have to wait for their first win since January 31. But at least they didn't have to answer any more questions about being disrespected. We play like that, Triano said. We're going to be okay.